Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And today I would like to offer your Runic reading for the elemental energies for the week of February 11th through the 17th. So I read intuitively, so if these messages resonate for you, take what works, leave the rest for someone else. This is something new I'm doing for the month of February. If you like this type of reading, let me know in the comments, and we might be able to continue doing this indefinitely. Just depends on if people are liking it or not. I am using a pewter set of runes. If you are interested, there'll be some runes linked in the description down below. There's also a book on runes that I really highly recommend, especially if you're new to them. It's a little bit hard to find. I'm working on trying to I'm reading a couple of other books on runes as well, but the one that I really keep going back to is the Little Giant Encyclopedia of Runes by Sirona Knight. I really wish they would bring that back into print. It literally has the most information of any book I have ever ran across for runes. So if you can find that, great. If not, well, keep your eyes open. But back to the reading. We're going to go through each of the elemental energies, focusing on how they are aligned in the zodiac. So we'll go from fire to earth to air to water. And at the beginning of each energy, I will also say which zodiac signs are associated. I am not personally great with zodiac, so that's why I read the elements. Where am I at there? So we'll get started here with the first elemental energy, which is fire, aligning with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And I draw usually two. If there's more, they'll come out. That's fine for each of the runes. And I have to do a little bit of checking. I'm not super familiar with them as divination tools. I use them for making bind runes and things like that. So your first rune for fire is, I should know the name of this one because I use it a lot. Wujo, joy. This is the joy rune. Get my finger so you can see it better. And the astrology is Leo, so this ties into your element as well. The tarot card most commonly associated is strength, and this joy is a harmonious feeling. This is about this upcoming week for fire. So if from this first rune is all about happiness, joy, things going the way they're supposed to, being aligned properly, setting you up for greater success and greater prosperity. So your second rune is, well, this is interesting, Laguz, which is the water rune. And it is tarot card of the star, and astrology is the moon. And unconscious intuition, mystery, psychic awareness, hidden sources of creativity. Fire is about creativity, but based on passion. With this rune, it's talking about creativity based on intuition. So with fire, you have this very powerfully strong week coming up. Lots of happiness, lots of joy with this guy, but it's triggering your creative side, your intuitive side as well. So if you're not used to working with your intuition, fire tends to be a bit more forward and aggressive than intuitive. This might be a time to tap into your quieter side to develop that creative, intuitive, magical part of who you are. And with Wunjo, with that joy rune, it's really about finding things that you are happy about, that you enjoy doing, that you're passionate about, and tapping into creativity. But it's not going to be super hyper, it's not going to be big active. It is going to be through the quieter, more subtle aspects is where you're going to find a lot of that joy that's coming up for you this coming week. So let's hop over to our Earth friends and see what the runes have to say for Earth. And get my little, I might need a bigger bag because this one's a little bit on the teeny side for what I want to do, or what I'm trying to do. Your first rune for Earth is... Where'd it go? Oh, well, that's special. I just saw this one somewhere. Oh, good grief. Just 1 second. I'm sorry. There it is. I know what the rune sub means. I just couldn't find the actual definition. This one I do know because I've used it. And this is Perth Fate. The tarot card is the Wheel of Fortune. Astrology, this is aligned with the planet of Saturn. This is chance, unexpected material gain, surprise, something hidden coming to light. Earth, this is really a time for you to ask the right questions. Secrets are going to be revealed. Well, it's interesting. They're also saying hearts are going to be unlocked during this time, because if you look at it from this perspective, you have a cup. What do you use a cup for? Dice. This doesn't mean gambling so much as this is the chance. Opportunities are coming forward for this coming week. Pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention to those options, those little things that may be popping up that others would not see as opportunities. What they're saying is for you, they're going to be. Your second rune is Gibo, blessings and generosity. It is the tarot card of the lovers, so that's fun, especially since it's Valentine's Day this week. You also have the astrology of Pisces. So you're tapping deep into your intuition, but it's also a connection. They're saying that this is not going to be a strictly physical connection. This is a spiritual connection that's going to deepen over time. This is a time of gifts, generosity, people coming together, and relationships. So with these particular two runes, Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, I would be paying attention to opportunities that may not be the mainstream. There's the opportunities of blessings, of a little bit of a romantic relationship coming up is what they're showing. But this is also a time to deepen. If you already are in a relationship, this means it is the right time, the signs are right to deepen those relationships. This is definitely a really good week for Earth. It's talking about really positive opportunities, and they're really emphasizing that deepening of relationships, whether it is friendships, whether it is more romantic or amorous, but it's taking things to the next level, deepening through communication. But it's not just a physical. That's the one thing that came forward with the Gibo rune. This is not strictly a physical connection. This is a spiritual, mental, emotional deepening that is occurring here. So keep that in mind, but also look for those opportunities to maybe make the relationship go deeper. But they're also saying you could also run into some really fun opportunities outside of relationships as well, like business opportunities. This week's just a really good week, and basically luck is going to be showing up for you. So let's take a peek at what our air friends have for their rune set. We have, make sure I have it upright because runes are interesting. We have Dagaz or Dagaz, which is the day, and this card one is aligned with the tarot card of Temperance, and it is the dark moon, the new moon, no light. But the meaning is awakening, clarity, success, prosperity, abundance. So even though there's not going to be a clear path ahead, you're heading the right direction. You may not be able to see it at this moment, but this rune is saying keep doing what you're doing. Things are playing out the way they're supposed to, leading to the brighter day coming. This is a good time to set intentions because you're working with the dark moon. Temperance is about finding balance. Don't go to extremes one way or another. Don't be lazy. Don't work yourself to death. There's a balance, and that's what this is calling for. You have, let's say we have work on one side, we have play on the other. The balance is what you're searching for. You want to find that balance, how to make it the best for you in this moment. Your second rune is Urez, this guy here, And the tarot card is the High Priestess. Astrology is Taurus. So you may be working with a little bit of conflict this week. Air and is not work well with Earth. Taurus is Earth. Air is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you have Taurus in your charts, this might be more focusing towards you. If not, this may be calling to find balance with people who have opposing views to you. The meaning is creative power, wisdom, knowledge. This is good fortune and opportunity, and with these two together, you have the option and the opportunity for balance, growth, and seeing things from a different perspective. They're also saying that this is a good time for exploration in life. One person keeps pointing, or one of my guides keeps pointing out, it also is experimentation in the more amorous way as well. So if you're in a relationship, maybe this is a time to experiment. Who knows? But this is really a positive week for you because you've got the High Priestess. This is tapping into your feminine energy. You're also working with temperance, finding new balances. Maybe it's the balance of the masculine and the feminine, but you really want to stay awake and focused, but not overdo anything. This is really a time for seeking balance in every aspect of your life, air. So let's see what our water friends have to say with the runes here. Give our bag a little shake. And the reason I say it's small is like it's a small little bag that I keep them in. And I may need to get a different one because that's just not not the most conducive for what we are doing. So your first rune, water, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, is Isa, which the ice rune. This is the tarot card of the Hermit. Astrology is the moon. This is really lining up with water energy. This rune denotes obstacles, coldness between people, a time to observe but keep silent, refrain from comment. Water this week, it's probably better to just pull the Hermit card. Pull back from social interactions, pull back from being out in the public spotlight. This rune is really saying this is a time for quietness. The observation, what I'm hearing, is not the focus. It's really about taking time to heal, taking time to pull away. They're showing me an animal licking its wounds. So if things have been going a little bit hectic and a little bit rough in the last little bit, this particular rune is saying take the time for self-care this week. Relationship, single, they're not really giving a separate readings for those. They're saying this could be a time for just pulling away for a period. It doesn't mean you have to pull away for the whole week, but take the time if you need it to work on the healing that is coming up. Your other rune is Tiawaz. This is Tyr, god of war. This could be interesting. Your tarot card is the Justice card, and astrology is working with the Libra energy. It signifies courage and strength, the power to weave patterns within your own life. So you have the strength to deal with what you've been going through. This is saying now it's time to understand how to proceed from there. With these two runes in particular, it's an interesting combination because what you've been dealing with has been a little intense, or a lot intense, depending. But with Tiawaz coming up, it's saying that the battle's not over. This is your reminder that you have the strength to go through, to deal with what is coming up. But there are times, even in battle, where you have to pull back. And this week, there's that balance of stepping forward and saying enough's enough, but also taking the time to recover if that's what you're called to do. They're saying that this isn't really a bad week. It's just a week of you've been going through it. It's all right to pull back and say, I need a break. So that's where we're heading with this energy. The Justice card is really about the blind justice. It's finding that balance between opposing factors. And when you look at this, the arrow is pointing at something. But if you put it on put it flat and you spin it on a board, it's going to point to an answer. We're talking about seeking out answers, pulling away from the chaos and seeking your answers is what is the big focus this week. You've been going through some stuff. Again, each week is going to come up a little bit different, but they're saying this week, focus on self-care, focus on understanding what's been going on. Know that you have the strength available and you have celestial galactic strength coming in as well to support. You just have to reach out for it. So, with that, I hope you guys have an awesome week of February 11th through the 17th, and I will see you again in the next video. If you enjoyed this, drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe if you're new here, and comment down below. Let me know if you want me to continue doing this as a permanent thing or if we're just going to do this randomly. So through the month of February, I'll do it every Sunday, so but we'll go from there. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.